International Inc. Coach Erwin Carpena to join him, and our guest coaches from the Netherlands. May we call on Mr. Stephan or Coach Stephan Moorkaken and Coach Nikki van der Speck. Those are, can we give them a round of applause, please? Mouthful, but I hope I'm saying it right. Elite training program, guys. Of course, we would also like to call to join the team, the general manager of Triumph Motorcycles Philippines. Please, round of applause for Miss Owen Santos.
Can I pass through here? Thank you.
Yun. Hi, Miss Owen. All right. What we have here is the collection of some of the best coaches, if not the best in the Philippines, and of course, international coaches with us. No. To begin, I'd like to call on Mr. or Coach Clyde Solano for a few inspiring words. Coach, why are we here today?
Okay, greetings everyone. We'd like to thank our Triumph for giving us this special occasion, the venue for our press conference. It's going to be our partnership with Motorcursussen, with Stephan and Nikki, fresh from Netherlands. So partnering school is our Motorclub Training Center. Okay. All right.
Check, sound check. All right. Of course, Coach Clyde is a training director of Motorclub International Inc. Now, we'd like to pass on the microphone to his counterpart, Coach Erwin Carpena, the managing director for Motorclub International Inc. for a few words. Coach.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you very much for being present here this afternoon in spite of the weather. Actually, last night when we were talking with our guests, they're not surprised anymore, and they're so excited about it. Some of the trainees, some of the participants already registered, messaging us, and even today's activity, they're saying, is the event going to continue? Even it's raining. I told them, rain or storm, the international coaches said, it's perfect weather for them because that's the way it is as a rider. Anyway, the reason why we are also inviting our guests here is for the whole riding community in the Philippines to showcase what other skills our good friend from Netherlands can bring along to our riding community. And Motorclub is very excited that we'll be having this kind of event. And we are very thankful to our brand partner, Motorcycle Philippines, GMO, and from Sweden, and the whole team, the whole management for giving us this opportunity. Thank you very much for having me.
Right, that's Coach Erwin. And of course, we are hosted by Triumph Motorcycles Inc., of course, here in their showroom in BGC. And to give us a few words, we'd like to pass on the baton to Miss Owen Santos.
I felt that.
GM.
I know I'm next. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to all the media partners who are here, and even our Triumph enthusiasts, UNTV's here, Iba, Tunay na Riders here, Lifestyle on Wheels. Inday, I know people have been calling you Arlene, but for me, you are Inday Rider.
Inday Rider, yeah.
Yes. We have our fellow coaches from Motorclub also. Good afternoon and welcome to Triumph Global City. Welcome to Manila. I heard that you were here 7 years ago. So it's nice to have you back, and thank you to Motorclub Training Center for bringing Coach Stephan and Coach Nikki here in the Philippines.
Thank you. Thank you to our folks from Motorclub International Team. Thank you for bringing these wonderful coaches. And intro na rin natin yan. I'd like to call on Coach Clyde once again, training director of Motorclub International Inc., to give us a brief background, how they knew each other and how they met. Coach?
Okay, welcome, Coach Stephan and Nikki. I met Coach Stephan, my head coach in Riyadh is calling him Steven. he cannot pronounce the Stephan. Okay, way back 2018. So I took the course, that was February 2018, and I found it very well. It's a combination of skills from on-road and of course the dirt, with lots of obstacles in the mountain and sand dunes. It was a 2 days course, and I believe that this course training program will be very beneficial to us. So both of them, Coach Stephan is a coach from in Germany, I would say a BMW, and also they own a training course facility in Netherlands, Motorcursussen. Is that
Motorcursussen.
better? Huh? And I don't have the copy; it's on my phone. Yes, and we have here. Yes. Okay. He's the owner, Motorcursussen, driving instructor of Dutch Police Academy. Yes.
So you train policemen, police forces,
Yes.
and
And
women.
Yes, women and men. All right. So coach for Bahrain Dakar team, I met him also back here in Jeddah way back 2020 on the first Dakar rally done in Saudi Arabia. He's handling Mohammed Salman, the Bahrain contingent. It was good with.
But did you also compete for that? Or
But he did the
Why?
Red Bull knockout.
Red Bull knockout,
Yes,
that's hard.
2017
That's also hardcore, yeah.
That is enduro. Sand race, yes. An instructor for mountain training, track riding, off-road training, motocross training, adventure riding training, and off-road trips, and the Alps and Pyrenees. So they are also conducting a riding tour in Europe. So for Coach Nikki, she's a BMW off-road instructor and a tour guide, European instructor for Pitch Legend, Germany, and European Female Championship for MotoGymkhana way back 2016.
Oh, MotoGymkhana champion.
Yes, I did also the MotoGymkhana, but did not compete. And we want to learn more from them. Participants also for the 2020 GS Trophy in New Zealand, yes, for the women's category, and media rider for Dutch GS Trophy team 2022 in Arcade.
Just like you, she is part of the media. And with that, coach, I guess let's pass the microphone first, ladies first. Nikki, Coach Nikki, how do you feel now that you're back in the country, but this time not as a tourist, but to give an elite training course to our fellow riders here in the country? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it feels really good. We already had plans to come back, but to come back in this way and to meet all the motorcycle community here, yeah, really nice. So we're looking forward, and especially looking forward to meet all the female riders.
We have a lot of female riders here.
So yeah, let's make a good time and let's enjoy.
Just a question, Coach Nikki. Have you tried riding outside in our streets?
Not yet. And when I see this weather, it's good that we are inside now.
Yeah. It would be interesting if you tried riding outside. Manila traffic, you should experience that. How about for you, Coach Stephan? How do you feel about going back in the country, not as a tourist, but to give us a special training course?
It's amazing. You said, like, we go a long way back. We didn't see each other that much, but we always kept in touch. And, when they contacted me, asked us if we wanted to do training out here, we immediately said yes, immediately. Because we love the people here, and it's what Nikki said, the riders community is all over the world. And it's always nice to get people enthusiastic to do training and to bring up their skills level. So I think if riders get their skills level up, they're going to be more confident on the bike. And if you're confident on the bike, you're going to enjoy more. And that's what it's all about. It's all about enjoyment.
How about you, sir? Are you looking forward to giving it a try riding outside in our streets?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, in 2014, we went from the Netherlands on two bikes to Cape Town, and we crossed all Africa. And I think Mila's not that bad. If you've ever been to Uganda, that's bad.
So they're worse than us.
Oh, way worse.
That's good to know. That's good to know. We're not the worst of the worst. But with that, I guess Coach Stephan, Coach Nikki, Coach Clyde, everyone, I guess it's about time for us to open the floor to our friends from the media if you have questions, because the training is going to be on 26th, 27th, and the 28th in Santo Tomas, Batangas, right? So, our friends from the media, would you happen to have any questions? The floor is open for the Q&A. Lifestyle on Wheels, you got questions? Nagtago. Oh, yun, Boss Owen, GM Owen, you might have a question.
There's
GM is also a rider.
yeah, our media partners are still formulating their questions. I think Brian already asked a lot of questions earlier. But for me, because I was able to go through your profiles, like your social media profiles, and I've noticed that you are hardcore enthusiast of another motorcycle brand. Yeah. So since you're here in Manila, in the Philippines, we have training with you this coming weekend. I was just wondering if you would be willing to try one of the adventure bikes of
Yes.
Triumph Motorcycles on Saturday.
What I'm sitting on is a very good example of that.
It's actually what King is sitting on. And I'm curious if you're interested because we also want to know your feedback about the bike, so you can also compare it with the other motorcycle brand that you are using. We love that brand also, by the way. We love them.
Yeah, no problem. A bike is bike, and yeah, let's do it.
But have you tried a Triumph adventure motorcycle in one of your training sessions or one of your trips?
No, not the training sessions. I just rode it for a small stretch on the road. So I'm really curious how it's performing in off-road.
This is gonna be exciting. This weekend is gonna be very, very exciting, not just for modern glide training, but also for Triumph motorcycles. So looking forward to our training on Saturday. So I'm declaring it now, I'm part of the training on Saturday.
Yes, let's go.
No quitting. I'm using a Scrambler 900 with a very hot pipe. Yes, it has everything. My side mirrors, the levers, it's complete with crash guards. So looking forward, Coach Nikki and Coach Stephan. Thank you. Thank you, King.
All right, once again, the floor is open for our friends from the media if you have questions. Sir Gilbert Chow from Moto PH. Guys, this is Sir Gilbert Chow, one of our motoring journalists here in the Philippines. Question, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Manila. What can participants expect after attending the course? What specific skills or knowledge do they expect to learn from the course?
Or if you talk about the adventure riding sports, we can talk about off-road. The most important thing and the most underestimated thing is the basics. And the basics in off-roading is riding standing up, but to have a good body position, all these kind of things, and especially riding through sand, because that's, I think most people all over the world think that is the hardest. But if the basics are not right, and you're going to continue without having a good base, a good foundation, it's never going to work. Because in off-roading, you really have to put all your senses into it. Because if you do something wrong on the road, if you're sitting not right, it's okay, the bike will go. But if you're in sand and you're standing and your posture is not right, you're never going to make it. It's going to be very, very hard. So every small thing has to be right. And that altogether makes it that you can ride comfortably and have a good time while doing off-road. So for us, it's always the most important thing is the basics. That doesn't mean we don't do anything else. Because if we see someone is good at it, we're going further ahead. In our business, we don't see people coming to a training and you have to do this at the end of the training. No, we see people as individuals, individual riders. And if one is doing very good, I'm going to give this man or woman something extra. But if the other one is not that far right, then we'll stick with the basics, even if you're in the same group. Because I think it's very important that people will have a good time and they kind of enjoy riding off-road. Because it opens up a whole new world. If you've always been riding on tarmac, on road, and now you can ride off-road, you can go into the mountains and go to places where other motorcycles are not. I think that's the beauty of off-road.
You mentioned that they will first and foremost learn the basics. Does it mean that you have additional courses and advanced courses in the future for those who will get this basic?
Yeah, there are always advanced courses. Basics remain the basics. You do the basic right. Probably can do it. But if you go further than that, you're going to find that the exercises will be hard. Where we're doing in the basic training, like small uphill, so of course in the advanced training it will be big uphill, or loose rocks, or the surface will be more, how do you call it, difficult. Yeah. So the exercise will be more difficult. The basics remain the same. That doesn't change if you do advanced. But you have to be good, very good at your basics to do the advanced level. And that's how we build up.
So will the session like 27 push through regardless of
It's off-road. So if it's raining, there's going to be mud. If it's dry, there's going to be dust. And we're always going to compete. We're always going to go ahead. Unless it's snowing, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, we'll be fine.
Thank you.
Any more questions from our friends from the media? Tuning Rider, Ivo Bernardo, you have questions for them?
What
Will there be bikes provided, or do we bring our bikes? And what are the bikes you guys recommend? For the, well, our types, maybe what types of bikes?
Any adventure bike will do. There are also some other demos will be provided, but we, as much as possible, I think we would like to recommend your own bike for you to enjoy and make from your recommendation.
Yeah, I always recommend to do it with your own bike. If it's an adventure bike, of course, because that's the bike where you want to go further and make a trip or something like that. So yeah, learn it on your own bike. I think that will be the best option.
And are there slots still available? If there are, how do people sign up for it?
Okay, pleasure.
Yeah, except on the 27th, it's already full, as in full. But the 28th, we still have a few more slots, 5 to 7, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 26 on the on-road, it's almost full as well. Because the 26 is on-road training, 27 is off-road, and 28. So yeah, registration fees, just message us or come with us anytime. It's on the page itself.
King has a question. He whispered to me, how much is it, and is there a discount? Thank you.
Actually, at first, that's you always ask that kind of question. Anyway, seriously, our visitor here, can we offer to come over here? At first, the idea is not for public, not for every riders, because we invited Coach Stephan and Coach Nikki specifically for motorcycle coaches, because we wanted to be survey their school. So we invited them over. We're planning to invest really on enhancing our skills, mostly on the off-road and a little bit, of course, on the on-road. we found out that Coach Nikki is head of a rider, a champion, and maybe not an adventurer lady rider. So we said we have to take this opportunity. Then we come up with an idea to open to the public for 3 days. Surprisingly, this lady beside me on the left immediately said yes. We wanted the Triumph group to be part of it because she felt that the writing community requires more, should I say, extra knowledge, extra international standards because there's a lot of good school in the Philippines, but nevertheless, coming from other country, especially in their country, that we have experienced, not me in particular, other like group of like have experienced. We felt that we needed to share this. And when we offered it to them, they said it's okay. So the price, now I'm gonna answer, is only 17,500 pesos.
17?
17,000.
17500.
Oh, wow.
17,500 pesos.
Well, because Modern Life is subsidizing majority of it because the coaches were gonna pay for our training.
Yes, I guess, coach, the idea with that is for you to be called a coach, you have to be certified by somebody else. You just don't call yourself a coach
Of course.
unless you're certified.
Of course. So the idea is instead of the motorbike team going to Netherlands, spending 1 million of pesos.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun, but it's not feasible as of this moment. So what we did is we ordered with them. We asked Coach Clyde among all of his international coaches trainer that they have attended. The top of the line is this gentleman beside me. So, and aside from that, one guy is still gonna enjoy the off-road stuff that we're not yet into that category. So that's the reason why they're here. So the price that we're giving to the public, especially if it's partnered with Triumph, the price is better because they're subsidizing some part of it.
Wow.
Yes. So thanks to Triumph to him. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, coach, hold on.
I just want to add to that. Okay. So, Triumph Motorcycle Philippines decided to really be part of this training program because it's a one-of-a-kind experience. It's not like yearly or quarterly you will have coaches as a guest coming over. So, what we did was to also handpick we invited active Triumph owners or enthusiasts who are into off-road riding, adventure riding, and who are also planning to be part of the FJ Mountain Cross in January. So the group decided to look at our active roster of Triumph enthusiasts, and then we invited them. And we were able to form a group of 17 riders to join the training on Saturday. That's 17 including me. I'm really including myself. So, and Eva, we can actually talk later if you want to attend the training.
Yes.
38, yeah.
For 50 cents.
There. How about Gilbert? 28, Sunday. Yeah. So, and welcome to Trina Toran and Paolo Toran, who will be joining the training on Saturday.
Enduro Factory in the house.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, coach, you have anything to add?
Yes, in addition for that, why we are bringing our international coaches here, as part of Motorclub training program, coaches also will undergo trainer trainers. As we all know, as a coaches and as a rider, learning is non-stop. We always upgrade, and it's a continuous learning process. So as much as possible, whenever we have this opportunity, we always upgrade our skills, and we'll be more safe on the road. That's why. And we are sharing this to the community, and we're very happy that they give us their time. I know they are very busy, always having a tour trips in Europe, leading the group, and they are here now in the Philippines. So thank you again.
All right. Any more questions? We're still entertaining questions. You from Miss Arlene Diaz, aka Inday Rider.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to Manila. Well, my question is for Coach Nikki. As a fellow female rider, kasi here in the Philippines, the female riding community is just starting to grow. Most of us are really more confident on the road. So how can do you have a motivational advice, how you can, motivate all the female to try on the off-road, because that was one of the fears of all female riders. So what kind of motivational advice can you give us so that it could be more on that side of the off-road?
Very nice. My advice is do it together. So do it together with a group of female riders, because you know what you've been through and you understand each other. And if you start with off-road, if it's only basics, it doesn't matter. But you also will become a better on-road rider. Because you get more skills, you get more confidence, and if you make a crazy movement on the road, you will not be scared anymore because you're used to the movement of the motorcycle. So you will become a better rider just overall. So just do it, try it, and yeah, what can happen?
We're hoping that we will be all doing off-road soon. But do you require certain skills already in on-road before you allow them to do the off-road for the female riders?
Yeah, the best is to be confident also on the road. Because if you're a little bit scared to riding on-road, off-road will not make it better. So a good throttle, clutch, and brake feeling and control, and then you can easily start with off-road riding.
So during the training, you'll be having first an assessment of the riders before you allow them to do the off-road training. Is that so? Or
no, for this time, you can just join training. Yeah. We will start with the basics. No problem. No worries.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Arlene, aka Inday Rider. Any more questions? Floor is still open. Going once, Mr. JC Santa Marina has a question.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm JC from WWR. So for not so confident riders like me, this weather is kind of discouraging. So how will you encourage the other riders who signed up for now having second thoughts because of the weather? What could they benefit from if they push through the training in spite of?
It's good, a very good question. We have the same thing in Holland when we do track training. When it starts to rain, and the track training is on Saturday, people start calling us on Wednesday. And they're telling us, it's going to rain. Is the training going on? Yes, it is. But it's raining. Yes, so you get that. The funny thing is, if you challenge yourself and you go do off-road in the rain, then afterwards, when it's dry, it will be much easier. And it's the same thing with on-road training. A lot of bikers, they don't go out when it's raining. But if you, on our track trainings, one of the most important things, and not only on-road, but also off-road, is that you're relaxed on your motorcycle. There's no tension in your body, you're just relaxed. And especially in the rain, that's very important. Because when you're tense, you don't feel what the bike is doing. So if the bike skids a little, you won't feel it because you're like this. And when you're relaxed, the bike can move a little. It's no problem at all. And then you can search for the limits of the bike compared to grip. How much grip does my tire have? And normally when it's dry, you can go very fast through the corner. Of course, when it's raining, you cannot go that fast. But they're still searching for that grip. So if you do it slowly and you feel the bike, then you're gonna learn way more from riding in the rain than you're gonna learn from riding on dry surface. Is it always fun to ride in the rain? No. Some is better and nicer. But for skills level, I would recommend everyone ride in the rain.
And for everybody else here, just a little trivia. They are from the Netherlands, right? If you've been a fan of Vincent van Gogh, if I can pronounce it right, the painter who cut his ear. They're from the same country. I've watched countless documentaries of Vincent. It's always raining in the films. I guess it's always raining there.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's raining. But we have good summers. So if you have a good summer, it won't be raining for all week. And then we have a good sun. Yeah, when the autumn comes in the winter, yeah, it's gonna be cool.
That's why you said this is quite normal for you.
Yeah, for us, this is really true.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of the rain. It may turn our trails into peanut butter terrain, but it will be helpful if you add your if you upgrade your skills, I guess. Right? Vincent van Gogh. Questions? Any more questions? Star 9. I'm hearing a question from Carlo. Carlo Salonga, have a question for our coaches?
Hi, welcome to the Philippines coaches. So I'll be undergoing the pre-trainers or the 22. So what are we expecting? What are the unique skills that we will be expecting that we will be getting from you guys?
Also, with that question, skills are you have skills on different terrains. One skill that a coach needs is that his riding has to be improved. It has to be good. Because if you give the demonstration to show your participants, okay, you have to do it like this, and you have to do it the right way. What I think is even as much important, or maybe more important, is the way you're teaching people. How do people learn? And how can you benefit your participant the most so he or she gets the most out of his training? Because that's the most important thing. A lot of people think, oh, so you're a good rider, you can be a good coach. You can be a good rider, but if you want to be a good coach, you really have to learn how to coach. And I think that is the most important thing. So we're also going to talk about how do you plan your coaching? What do you do? What if you have a person that gets angry at himself because it's not working? Why is this person getting angry, and how are you going to do it? Because that's an important thing. Because we as coaches, we need to provide how do you call it? A safe learning environment. That's it. We have to create a safe learning environment for the participant. And how do you do that? How do you make sure that this person gets the most out of the training? Because he's paying us, or she. They're coming to us to do the training, and they want to get the most out of it. So it's our obligation to give them the most out of it. And I think the big part of that is how can you coach someone, even if it's from level 1 to 3 or from level 8 to 10. That doesn't matter. It's about the coaching. And I think that's important. That's one thing we're going to try.
All right, Coach Carlos Alonga, thank you for the question. I guess it's going to be harder for you coaches. Any more questions, guys? Go ahead.
Can I ask a lighter question?
Ayun, Alex Alo from Lifestyle on Wheels.
Hi, welcome to the Philippines, Coach Nikki and Coach Stephan. Since you have visited the Philippines already, have you tried riding in from Luzon up to Mindanao, or not yet? Inter-island riding. Not yet? Alright.
Last time, we didn't ride here on motorcycles, but we rent a car.
Okay.
So, because we're riding bikes like 7 days a week for our job. So if we are going on holiday, no bikes. Sorry.
So, have you tried Filipino food?
Yes, I really love it.
So,
I think it's the best.
what's your favorite?
I really like it.
Any favorite food?
Meat, I eat everything. So.
Oh, that's all my question. Thank you very much. The lighter side of things.
To the wonderful hosts of Coach Nikki and Coach Stephan. We are very near Pateros. You should bring them there. But you should try that. Should try that out. Oh, Coach Rod, it's your turn now.
We have a wonderful question. Okay, out of curiosity, we just wanted to know if you guys also ride a scooter.
Only when there was no light anymore. I really like it. And especially in cities, it's really handy because you can get storage on the seat. So I like scooters, but it's not my thing. So.
It's actually okay because we have a demo unit in the facility which is waiting for you, so we would be glad to offer and get a test ride the Segway. Fall in love with it. Who knows? You never know. Now, here in the Philippines, we have so many riders who started on a scooter. And how are you going to, or how are you going to convince them to shift from riding a scooter and then eventually upgrading into a big bike? Because I don't think you will be a scooter rider for the longest time.
I was also starting on the scooter. Because when I was 16, I was not allowed to ride a bike. But I think you need to be interested in it. And if you only use it to go from A to B, and scooters are just perfect for it. But if you want to do more and maybe some more crazy stuff like off-road or going into the mountains, then a bigger bike. I think it's better to do it with a much more power engine. That's more fun, I think.
I agree.
Segway off-road. Can you do that?
I have a question for Coach Nikki. Since you are a wonderful lady rider and became a super coach, do you have a background on motocross riding? No years back in your younger years.
No, I do motocross, but only when we have training with customers. But I started with supermoto. I had a few months my license, and we did a course together, and I was pretty good in it. And then I started with competitions. So I did it for 2 years. But supermoto is like 70% is on road, big roads, and 30% off-road. So that's why I started with motocross. After that, later on, but then you have slicks and no tires.
Coach Nikki, I'm just curious. You seem to be very tall. What's your height now? Is it an advantage when riding bigger bikes? Because we have big riders here, and average Filipino height is like 5 to 5'4", 5'5".
Yeah, we do it in centimeters in Europe, so it's
Sorry,
80 centimeters.
180.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, it's helpful because when I lose the balance, I can probably save myself with a leg. But it's about skills because you can be a tall rider, but with no clutch feeling, it doesn't matter how tall you are. Okay.
So it's just a bonus, really,
It's
not
really-
really an advantage.
It's a bonus that you can ride every bike. So,
It's funny because I'm small.
You're taller than me.
She's small. Oh, really? And the funny thing is, we get this question a lot from people that train with us. And then the first thing they say is, yeah, but if I'm on this bike, I cannot touch the ground. Sure you can. I said, no, but I cannot put my foot flat on the ground. Oh, I got a surprise for you. There's no bike like that where I can put both my feet flat on the ground. I'm always standing on my toes. Tiptoe. Always tiptoe. Yeah, always, because I'm not that tall. And we always tell people, it's no excuse that you're small. Don't use it as an excuse. Use it to be better at your balance. Especially when you're small, you have to make sure you're doing better than tall. Because for you, for her, if something goes wrong, she puts her foot down, so okay. And if I put my foot down, there's no ground there. So I have to make sure that doesn't happen. And so for me, it's always, it's no excuse. It's just, if you want to do it, you can do it, but you have to try really hard. Be good at it.
And, okay, I'm tall, but I'm like 68 kilos, and the bikes I'm riding are almost like 250 or 300.
Yeah.
So if the bike goes, it goes.
There's no stopping it.
Yeah.
Gravity.
And then the men are stronger.
Yeah.
So
Physically
also
strong.
train your muscles.
I have a follow-up question. Since Coach Nikki, you have experience how to become a champion for the MotoGP, yeah, you have a history. So what can you advise for our riders to become a competitive one? And yeah.
Train.
Learning never stops, coach.
Yeah. And have someone next to you, like him, to push you a little bit, because I'm a lazy person. Of course. But you need someone with you or a training buddy, and yeah, encouraging each other and push each other a little bit, and train a lot. And if you think, okay, this turn is going easy, make it shorter, make it harder for yourself, and then you will become a better rider. That's smart.
Right. Boss Owen, you have a question.
I've been asking her since the moment that she arrived. So, my question is, was there ever a time that you got into an accident, or let's say,
Oh, the
it
face.
may be a road trip or like a ride that you have, or can it also be like a training wherein you fell? You fell with or off your bike, and how did you deal with it?
When I was getting my license, he was my teacher.
Oh.
And already during the classes, he said, "You're going way too flat with your bike. Too flat, yeah. You're going too fast." And I was like, "Wow, I can do it." And then a few weeks after my license, I was making some twisties, and then I fell down because I was going too flat. The surface was a little bit slippery. I was eating too much, and then I broke a piece of my neck. Yeah, that's.
What bike was this that you fell on?
It was a Yamaha version. My first bike. So I crashed it, and so I learned the hard way, because then I recognized, oh wait, there is also on the bike a boundary, and also for myself. And after that, no accidents on the roads, but just one accident, only one. Yeah. But then I started competition, and if you never fell down in training or in a competition, then you're going not fast enough. So, yeah, so I broke my wrist, something on my ear, all everywhere. Yeah, but it's part of the game.
Yeah.
Because if you never fall down in a competition, you always ride it in the back. So you have to push
You're not
yourself
fast
and
enough.
go over your boundaries. Yes.
And riding bikes really is like pushing the boundaries of physics, really, of what the bike can do, the grip can do. Yes. Sometimes you need to get hurt. It sounded like you're coming from somewhere, Jim. Break your heart. Your bones.
I think the difference is we're talking about competition. And if you're talking about competition, in motocross they have a saying, if you don't crash, you're not going fast enough. If you never crash, you're not going fast enough. Then you have to go harder because you have to crash sometimes. Otherwise, you're not pushing boundaries. Overall, I always tell people, try to learn from other people's mistakes instead of your own. Because a lot of accidents happen with bikers, and we always ask them, what could you have done to avoid it? And most of them say, no, there was nothing I could do to avoid it. And then I ask them, if you would be in the same street with the same cars, and the weather is the same, everything is the same, and that car is coming again from the right, is it still going to hit you? And I say, no, because now I know it can hit you. And then you learn. And that's the thing, you have to learn from other people's mistakes. If you know where accidents occur, especially with motorbikes, then you can do something about it.
You know what, Stephan? I also learned from the people who took my advice from their mistakes. Right. But I'm just curious. I guess this is for our friends from the media for the articles that they're writing. Guys, how long have you been writing? You, Stephan, and you, Coach Nikki.
I started the motocross when I was 14. I'm 52 now, so looking at enough.
I thought you're only 51.
I've been riding professionally since 1998.
You, Coach Nikki.
I'm riding for 17 years, and since 15 years, I'm in
15 years
So
old.
you've trained a lot of students already, both of you.
Yes.
All right. There you go. Any more questions from the media before I pass the baton for an inspiring message to these wonderful coaches? Questions? Any more?
Are you still accepting?
Uh,
Are you still accepting last minute registration? And this is for general public. So if they can just how can they register to join?
Yeah, you can contact us directly. It's on our page, the Order Client Training Center. And the only day available is the 28th for the road. That's on Sunday, this coming Sunday. And on the 26th, we still have about 5 to 6 slots for the on-road 6 slots. So on the 26th on-road, 28th off.
For you, sir, I can give up my slot on Saturday. I'll give it to you.
I understand that Saturday is especially for trial owners and employees.
No, it's not about it. It's already fully booked because Triumph already occupied 70% of the slots. And WWR, Circuit and JCs are not only the school, the WWR ambassadors will be there. And some private individuals that who first registered. So that's the reason why 27 is immediately booked. But on the 28th, it's open for all. And the 26th, the 3 days are open. It so happened that Triumph took 67% of the slots on the 27th. So that's why it's. Because we have some slots on the 27th. 28th.
Ms. Owen, I also want to understand that Triumph employees will also be joining.
Yes. Yes.
Is this something that Ryan does regularly for his teammates?
Actually, we are just starting this program for our Triumph Motorcycles Philippines family. So not just for the employees here in Global City for Green Hills, but this is also offered to all leadership. So like Motorcycle Training Center, they also have training sessions, let's say, in other regions. And once, because we know their schedule, yeah, yes, thank you so much for sharing your calendar with us. So every time that you have a training session, let's say somewhere near, let's say in Cebu, and we have a dealership in Cebu, we definitely would be signing up the trial employees from Cebu for their
I was
training.
about to ask that because I understand that this session will be done in Batangas. Do you have plans in the future of doing a regional similar training or besides in the region?
Yeah, last night, we had a small chat with, Coach Stephan and Coach Nikki. Then, we laid down our calendar plan for the next, 2 years, especially next year. So I believe, it's almost they will say yes for our 2025 calendar event. So we're gonna body over. We're gonna tour around in Cebu, Davao, and in the north. So they're gonna ride also with us. They'll be part of, they'll get legal activity, what they're doing in Netherlands. We're going to bring it to the Philippines. So a little bit of tour with all the alumni. That's one of the requirements. So we're going to have a tour. So that's one of the plans. Longer plan. Anymore.
Thank you. That's something to look forward to.
So the cat is out of the bag. We're going to be seeing more of Coach Nikki and Coach Stephan in the next 2 years. Am I getting it right? 2 years? Maybe more. So there you go. Thank you for the questions, guys. Any more? Going once? Going twice? Right. With that, I pass the mic on to you again, Coach Stephan and to you, Coach Nikki. Any words you'd like to leave to our guests here? Inspiring words, I guess.
Yeah, for all people that are wondering if they can do things and especially off-road. Don't wonder anymore, just do it. I know it's a Nike slogan, but
Just do it.
just do it. Just start and begin simple and build up and build up. The more confidence you get on that, the more fun you have.
All right. Thank you. And I guess impossible is nothing. I mean, that's. And Coach Nikki, any words you'd like to leave our guests here before we wrap this up?
Yes, I totally agree with what you said. But especially for people riders, come on, you can do this, and just come with me or with your friends or whatever. But just start, and if you're getting a better rider and you get more confidence on the bike, you will enjoy it much more. You have more time to move around and see the scenery or the traffic. Depends on where you are. Looking forward to ride with all the guys here and girls from the Philippines.
All right. I'm also looking forward to my session with you guys on the 26th and the 28th. Thank you guys for being with us. Thank you so much for visiting the Philippines to impart this elite training program. Guys, a round of applause for our wonderful coaches and from GFOU. Thank you. I guess photo ops. Yeah, Coach, would you like to invite people to join?
Okay, again, thank you for the management, Triumph of the Hub team, and for our visitors here that we supported this press conference. We would like to invite you to join us. We have slots on July 26th and 27th is fully booked. That's on road on 26th, and the 28th is going to be Sunday. We still have a few more slots for off-road adventure riding course. Please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to see you there. All right.
Jim. Parting words.
Thank you, Coaches Stephan and Nikki for coming over, traveling away from Netherlands. You have a very busy schedule, but you were able to raise the invitation of Modern Lighting Center. Um, it's really nice to hear a lady coach inviting more lady riders to be part, to train, or even those who are thinking of starting to ride, like encourage them. Falling is part of the sport, right? Learning from the falling, yes. Falling in love is a different story. We can tackle it on July 28th. But thank you. Thank you for gracing our country. Looking forward to more training sessions with you. Looking forward to really learning a lot from the two of you also on Saturday. And the triumph of enthusiasm here in the Philippines for our clients. Really be happy to meet you also on Saturday. So looking forward to that. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who came over, even though it's raining cats and dogs outside. It's still great time for us, for all of us here. Thank you to the Triumph team. Thank you so much. Um, they will be joining their training also on Saturday. Yes. And yeah, just contact us, Triumph Motorcycles on Facebook. If you want to experience motorcycles with a British brand, right?
Right.
Thank you.
Everybody, Triumph Motorcycles Philippines, Motorglide International Inc., and Motorcursussen. Guys, Motorcursussen. Sorry, I missed the question. What does that mean, Stephan? The name, yeah.
It's motorcycle courses.
It's just in Dutch.
Yes, in Dutch.
All right, motorcycle course is the Motorcursussen. Cursussen. All right. Guys, photos, I guess. Picture, everyone.
Okay ka na?
Looks good.
We live in an interconnected world, a shared past, present, and future, connected by a series of ties, strengthened by love, for better or for worse. The need to adapt when there is change, to support one another, to bring kindness where there is pain. The need of loving kindness, of interconnection. The future you used to chase. The future you used to want. Now, you're living it. This is Jabber. Reconnect, adapt, and evolve. Jabber Motorcar.
Oh no, I think he got injured. He's grabbing his knee. He's down in pain.
toughest one. No challenge is too big.
Sama kayo dun, sama kayo. Ninja. Ano yan? Hindi.
Yes.
Oo nga.
Tatago sana ako.
Viva Jonas. Okay, so cameras, smile guys, cheese. All right. Photos, guys. Try it. Roll. Stop.